Scammers are getting smarter on a daily basis. I don't know if you know about this, but then I want to tell you today in this video that there are 5 major ways scammers steals your money without you knowing it. See, we all engage ourselves into various kind of business deals, business activity, transactions, and sometimes we play with websites online, and we are so innocent, and we just don't see how our participation in some certain things on the internet steals our money. So on today's video, I am going to expose 5 major ways in which scammers steals our money without we actually knowing it. Number 1 tactics is ATM machines. ATM machines are one of the most popular ways in which scammers steals our money without we actually knowing it. And today, just as I promised, I'm going to expose every of the strategies used with the ATM machines. The ATM card reader attachment. If you look at the ATM card slot where you input, you slot in your ATM card, you realize that sometimes you see a kind of plastic like around that particular slot. Now, some scammers go to ATM machines at odd hours with their own attachments that looks exactly like the ATM card slot. So once they add their own on top of the existing ATM card slot, once an innocent person slot in their card, that particular card has a kind of chip, a sensor that sends the information of every card slotted into it directly to the scammers. So that's exactly the fake ATM card attachment. See, every ATM machine has a keypad. It is with this keypad that we type in our PIN to make some certain transaction from the ATM machines. But some scammers comes around the ATM machines in odd hours to have an attachment that looks exactly like a keypad of the same ATM machine. They will place it on top of it, you won't even know. So once you type in your PIN, it sends your PIN directly to the scammers alongside the all informations of your ATM cards, like your ATM card numbers, your CVS numbers at the back of your ATM, including with the expiry date of your ATM card. So once they have all of these informations, what do? They will simply use a particular machine, a specialized machine that can be used to replicate an ATM card. So they will just reprint your ATM card with all of the information they've gotten from it. They will go to another ATM machines, insert that same ATM card into it, type in the PIN which they've gotten from the keypad that they attach to the ATM machine that you use. By so doing, they can withdraw all of your money and all your money is lost. So this is on that way. I'm still going to expose. The next ATM machine strategy that scammers use is the hidden cameras. If our banks could have their own cameras around the ATM machine's environment, what stops the scammer from doing exactly the same thing? So they still do exactly the same thing because they still want to spy on you. So if they could not use, while they are making use of the ATM card reader attachment, they are also making use of the keypad attachment. They can as well still use the hidden cameras. They make use of the hidden cameras, the very tiny cameras around the ATM machines attached there. They watch you, they watch what you do, they watch what you type, so they can spy on your PIN. And once they have your PIN, they can as well still withdraw your money. So in order to avoid this kind of scams from ATM, what you have to do is to shake everywhere. You shake the keypad, you shake the card slot attachment, you look around if you see any camera, and if you do, you just cover your PIN while typing in your ATM card pin in the ATM machines. So these are just one of the ways that you can be safe while using the ATM machines, because scammers are working hard on a daily basis to find ways in which they can steal our information even without we knowing it. So we make use of ATM machines and we don't know that things like this do happen. Just be careful. The second strategy that scammers use to steal your money is making use of the fake check. For those of you that doesn't know how the check system works, I will simply explain. Let's say you're a man that owns a shop and people comes around to buy from you. Let's say one of your customers buys product worth $200. They can simply decide to pay you by check. So once they write a check, they will write it in your name. They will put the amount $200. You have to simply take this check to your own bank and deposit it into your own bank account. Now, once you deposit this check into your bank account, you receive an instant alert from your bank that a check of $200 has been deposited into your bank. This gives you the assurance that you've gotten money, right? Good. Now, how does scammers use this? I will explain. See, scammers now understand the check system. So they take advantage of the delay, the 2 to 3 days delay in clearing of check to dupe people of the hard-earned money. How do they do this? They can make it as simple as uploading a post on a job vacancy. Let's say there is a job vacancy in Qatar and they are looking for applicants to occupy the position of an accountant. And once you apply, they can go do whatever thing they intend to do. They will send you an appointment letter that you've gotten a job as an accountant, and they will be sending you to Qatar for a 5 days training with an allowance. Now, they will tell you that the allowance for the job is about $1,000. You'll be very excited. Moreover, your salary a year is about $50,000. Just imagine you have $50,000 to earn every year, and the company still give you a $1,000 for a training allowance in 5 days, and the training is going to commence in less than 8 hours. Wow. What do they do next? You'll be very excited, quite all right. Within about 30 to 1 hour, the same company that sent you the check will call you back, telling you that they are supposed to send you a check of $500 instead of $1,000, and that the allowance is actually a $500 allowance, not $1,000. That they will not ask you to send back the excess back to them. They will send you an account number, and you have to make that transfer within 30 to 1 hour. You won't even be thinking scam, because number one, you've already taken the check to the bank, you've received an alert that a $1,000 has been made into your account, and in the next 8 hours, you'll be boarding a flight straight to Qatar for your training. And moreover, you still have $50,000 to earn on this job. Very interesting. So what do you do next? Because of your excitement, you simply make a transfer from your own bank with your own hard-earned money, $500, back to the scammers. The scammers will take this money and you will never hear from them again. For you to be able to avoid this kind of scam, what do? Whenever you receive a check, please, you just have to wait for 2 to 3 working days for the check to be cleared. It takes time for checks to be cleared because the bank officers will need to make some certain verification to make sure that the check is authentic, the person giving it is actually a genuine person, and they have enough in their bank account for them to make such a check transactions with you. Otherwise, if it isn't sufficient fund in their bank, the check is going to bounce. Now, if that check bounces, definitely the scammer's check is going to bounce, and once it bounces, it simply means you don't even have a job. Your $500 is your own personal money which you send back to them. The so-called $1,000 alert that you received will be wiped out because it is not genuine, it is fake. Number 3 scam strategy used by scammers is the bank alert scam. It is not enough when you receive an SMS bank alert telling you that a certain amount of money has been deposited into your bank, and you get so excited about it. See, scammers can manipulate SMS alert because they know that's just the only way for people to actually feel that they've actually received the payment for whatsoever thing that they bought from you. But the truth is, it can be manipulated. Scammers now have ways of sending people alert, especially once they have your phone number and they have an insight that could give them your last account balance. They can simply send you an alert with the name of your bank, and once you receive it, you feel so sure, so certain of the transactions, and you can end up releasing the goods to the scammers. And after releasing those goods to the scammers, maybe when you try to make some certain transaction from your bank up to that certain amount that was sent to you, you realize that the money is not in your bank. It is a scam. I'm not supposed to make this video so lengthy, but I'm going to make it short. We won't be able to continue with the next one and the fifth one. Please, I want to beg, please subscribe to this channel, turn on the notification bell, and give us a like button. Share, let your friends know about this video so that they as well can learn how to avoid being scammed by scammers. Please subscribe, share, and like. Thank you.